Hello, students. A very good morning to all of you. And the last time we were studying chapter 7 from your book, which is Permutation and Combinations. In this chapter, we had studied the introduction of factorial, that how we calculate the factorial values. Along with that, we had started exercise 7.1 from your book. We had discussed about 3 questions from your exercise, and now we are going to discuss the next questions. Question number 4 is, how many 5-digit telephone numbers can be constructed using the digits this much, which is given here 0 to 9. Each number starts with 67 and no digit appears more than once. यानी कि हमें 5-digit टेलीफोन नंबर बनाना है जिसमें कि स्टार्टिंग के नंबर्स फिक्स्ड हैं 6 और 7 और हमें डिजिट्स को रिपीट नहीं करना है और टोटल नंबर्स जो आपको दिए हैं वो टोटल जो डिजिट्स आप यूज कर सकते हैं वो है 0 to 9. चलिए, तो now we are going to do what? We are going to make a box. Since the telephone number must be of 5 digit, we'll divide this into 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we are given with the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Also in the question it is written that the first 2 digits are fixed. That is, here we have to write 6 and here we have to write 7. तो ये दोनों नंबर्स जो है वो फिक्स हैं, यानी कि आपको 6 और 7 का यूज़ नहीं करना है क्योंकि हम नंबर्स को रिपीट नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो अब इस नंबर को आप कितने तरीके से फिल कर सकते हैं? कितने नंबर्स बचे हैं आपके पास? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. तो यू कैन फिल दिस प्लेस बाय 8 वेज. दिस प्लेस यू कैन फिल, क्योंकि आप यहाँ पे एक नंबर लिख देंगे तो आपके पास कितने नंबर्स बचेंगे? 7. तो इस बॉक्स को आप 7 तरीके से फिल कर सकते हैं और इस बॉक्स को आप 6 तरीके से फिल कर सकते हैं. सो द नंबर ऑफ वेज दैट वी कैन क्रिएट अ 5-digit टेलीफोन नंबर इज 8 into 7 into 6, which comes out to be 8 sevens are 56 into 6, that is 366 and 336 answer. Next is question number 5. A coin is tossed 3 times and the outcomes are recorded. How many possible outcomes are there? So question number 5 is, you do know that whenever a coin is tossed, then the possibilities are either the answer and the resultant could be a head or the resultant could be a tail. So for the first time we have 2 options. जब हम पहली बार सिक्के को उछालेंगे तो हमारे पास 2 ऑप्शंस होंगे. फिर जब दोबारा से हम सिक्के को उछालेंगे then again we are going to have 2 options, and then for the third time also we are going to have 2 options. The total possible ways that we have is 8. 2 is 4 and 4 2 is 8. Now question number 6. Next is question number 6. Given 5 flags of different colors, how many different signals can be generated if each signal requires the use of 2 flags, one below the other? यानी कि आपको 5 फ्लैग्स दिए गए हैं अलग अलग कलर्स के, आपको उनकी हेल्प से 2 एट अ टाइम लेके सिग्नल्स बनाने हैं. तो देखिए, you have to choose 2 flags. The first flag is this, suppose, and the second flag is this. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट फ्लैग को चूज करने के लिए आपके पास 5 कलर्स हैं. तो फॉर द फर्स्ट फ्लैग यू कैन टेक द ऑप्शन 5. यू कैन choose the first flag by 5 ways. Each will be of different color. Now once you have used this, you will be left with only 4 colors. That is, only 4 colored flags you will have for the second option. So this box you can fill with only 4 ways. Hence the resultant is, the total number of possible ways is 5 into 4, that is 20. Next thing that we are going to study is permutation. इस चैप्टर का जो सबसे पहला इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है दैट इज परम्यूटेशन. और अब हम देखेंगे कि परम्यूटेशन का क्या मतलब होता है एंड हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू परम्यूटेशन. सो वी हैव डेफिनेशन ऑफ परम्यूटेशन एज, अ परम्यूटेशन इज एन अरेंजमेंट इन अ डेफिनेट ऑर्डर ऑफ अ नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स टेकन सम और ऑल एट अ टाइम. यानी परम्यूटेशन मतलब अरेंजमेंट होता है एक फिक्स्ड ऑर्डर में. उस ऑर्डर का कोई ज़रूरी नहीं कि इसका कोई मीनिंग हो या ना हो. जैसे मान लीजिए अगर हम 3 वर्ड्स ले रहे हैं SUB, तो आप इसको अरेंज कर सकते हैं. SUB लिख सकते हैं, BUS लिख सकते हैं, USB लिख सकते हैं एंड सो ऑन. तो उनका जो अरेंजमेंट है वो डेफिनेट ऑर्डर में होगा और हम सारे ऑब्जेक्ट्स को ले सकते हैं, यानी कि हम एस यू बी तीनों वर्ड्स को ले सकते हैं, या फिर कोई दो वर्ड्स यानी कि एस और यू को ले सकते हैं, या फिर कोई एक वर्ड को ले सकते हैं. Therefore, the definition implies कि when we talk about permutation, then we talk about an arrangement which is in a definite order, in which we'll take either all of the terms at a time or we'll take some of the terms at a time. Now we have a theorem. The number of permutations of n different objects taken are at a time where 0 is less than r less than equal to n and the objects do not repeat is, यानी कि हम अगर मान लीजिए परम्यूटेशन लेना है, n डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, उनका परम्यूटेशन हमें निकालना है और उसमें से हमें सारे एलिमेंट नहीं ले रहे हैं, हम सिर्फ r एलिमेंट्स ले रहे हैं किसी एक टाइम पे, इस तरीके से कि वो जो जिनको हम ले रहे हैं वो रिपीट नहीं हो रहे हैं, यानी कि रिपीटेशन इज नॉट अलाउड. तो वो कितना हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा n, n-1, n-2 and so on up to n minus r plus 1. This is also denoted by NPR. So we will see one example on the basis of this explanation. But before that, we are going to revise the first lecture of this chapter. The first thing that we had studied in this chapter was factorial. So we will see how factorial notation is expressed. The factorial, I have told you, can be represented like this, or it can be represented like this also, and both are the in general representation of factorial. And how is it solved? In general, factorial n is equals to n, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, और ये कहाँ तक जाता है, up to 2 into 1, यानी कि 1 तक जाता है. Now the thing that we have studied right now is की permutation. तो permutation को शो करने के लिए हम सिंबल p का यूज करते हैं. Now let us suppose कि out of n objects we are taking r at a time, जहाँ पर r की वैल्यू n से क्या होगी, छोटी होगी या उसके बराबर हो सकती है. That is the condition is कि 0 is less than r less than equal to n. This is the condition. So if we are taking r objects out of n, then the permutation is shown as this, and the formula is NPR is equals to factorial n upon factorial n minus r. इसका यूज हम अगले एक्सरसाइज में करेंगे. So now we will start with exercise 7.2. Exercise 7.2, question number 1, factorial 8. So value of factorial 8 will be 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. यानी कि आप 8 से लेके 1 तक सारे नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, and whatever the answer comes, that is equal to factorial 8. Next is factorial 4 minus factorial 3. Question number 1, second part. It is factorial 4 minus factorial 3. तो factorial 4 को आप क्या लिख सकते हैं, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, ये हो गया, minus, and factorial 3 can be written as 3 into 2 into 1. Now from these two we can take common 3 into 2 into 1. Here will be left with 4 and here minus 1. 3 to the 6, 6 ones are 6 into 4 minus 1 is 3, that is 18. Therefore the answer for this is 18. Similarly question number 2 आप solve कर सकते हैं. आप निकालिए factorial 3 कितना होता है, factorial 4 की value निकालिए, and then you will add them and you will check if this is equal to this value. If the both values are equal, then we will say that yes, both the statements are equal, both the sides are equal to each other, and if they are not equal, then we will say कि this is not equal. Third is compute factorial 8 upon factorial 6 into factorial 2. This is very easy. आप factorial 8 का expansion लिखिए, then in the denominator write the expansion of factorial 6 and factorial 2 and simplify it. Now we will see question number 4. In question number 4 we are given कि 1 by factorial 6 plus 1 by factorial 7 is equals to x by factorial 8. आपको x की वैल्यू निकालनी है. तो see how we are going to solve this. We have 1 by factorial 6 plus 1 by factorial 7 can be written as 7 into factorial 6 or equals to x upon factorial 8 can be written as 8 into 7 into factorial 6. अब यहाँ तीनों यहाँ पे factorial 6 है तो उसको हम कॉमन ले सकते हैं साइड से. तो क्या हो जाएगा, 1 upon factorial 6 if we take common, then we will have 1 plus 1 upon 7 is equals to x upon 8 into 7 into factorial 6. Now this value will be cancelled. Then we will be left with 7 ones are 7 plus 1 8. 8 by 7 is equals to x by 8 into 7. यहाँ से हम x की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं. 7x is equals to 8 into 8 into 7 and x is equals to 8 into 8 into 7 upon 7. तो 7 से 7 cancelled and x is 8 is a 64. Therefore the value of x is equal to 64. One more thing I forgot to mention, that whenever we write factorial n, so either we can express it as n, n minus 1, n minus 2, ये कहाँ तक जाएगा 4 3 2 1 ऐसे, या फिर another way is कि factorial n can be represented as n into n minus 1 factorial. यानी कि अगर आपके पास है factorial 7 तो आप उसको लिख सकते हैं 7 into 6 factorial. इसी चीज को आप लिख सकते हैं क्या 7 into 6 into 5 factorial and so on. 1 तक जाएगा ये. So this way you have to solve exercise 7.2. Next thing that I am continuously reminding you, every one of you, is ki complete your copy on time, because this is very important. You will be asked to submit your copies someday later and then you have to submit your copies. So this is very important that you solve all the questions of NCERT in mathematics in your fair copy, and if you do not understand any question then please ask, because once you will be set to submit your copy on the given date, then your copy must be properly complete. It should be covered properly, labeled, and all the questions should be clearly solved into it. Thank you, class.